Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn about manipulating directories and files. So let's start our journey to the Linux administration. So first we need to open the terminal, right? And we can open the terminal by clicking this terminal. Otherwise you can press Ctrl Alt and T. So I'm clicking it. So you know that we are in terminal. Right now the first task is to know where we are standing. Right? So last day we went through several commands about listing and then pwd, changing directory, coming out that directory. So list out what are the directories available here. Another command is you can check the current time of the system, like by time. You press that, you see that it will show you the time of the system. If you press date, then it will show you the exact date which your system is having. And then also you can press the cal command. It outputs the calendar and it shows the today's date. So you can clear out the screen by Ctrl L and it clears out the screen. Now we'll be changing our directory. Where we are standing, we are currently standing here. Now we want to change to our directory to the desktop. In GUI we want to come back to here, right? So you just press out ls. You can see that you can see couple of directories, couple of files, as I told you earlier. Now we want to change our directory from here and we want to go to desktop. How can I go that? cd change directory and then de tab, it will come to desktop. So currently we are in desktop. So pwd is showing that we are currently standing in desktop. Now suppose we want to create a folder or we want to create a directory inside the desktop. So if you can see that in my desktop there are only one folders remaining here. How can we check? We can ls, right? We can list out what is there. So you can see that desktop. Now you will be asking me if it is there, also it is there, so why it is not showing us? Let us check ls -a. It shows you everything inside the directory, right? So ls minus long list and then a. So it shows us this is actually the link, trash link, and then this link. We'll come to it later and I will explain why this is like this. Without delay, let's understand how to create a directory. We want to make a directory, right? So for making a directory we can say make dir. So it will create a directory and you should pass the directory name. Now let's say we want to create a directory in this desktop with the name of Linux Playground. So what we will do? We will do mkdir and then Linux underscore playground. I don't like to have my directory name with spaces. Sometimes it creates problem. So let us, for this scenario, I will replace the spaces with this underscore. You can also give some spaces, no problem. So make dir and Linux Playground. If I press enter, then if you can see that something happened. What happened? This Linux Playground is created. If you go inside it, double click, you will find nothing, right? So how do we see that? How do we enter? If you list out, it will show that your Linux Playground is there. You can also check ls Linux then tab. You can show that ls -l. You can see that there is nothing in this Linux Playground. You can also check with ls -ltrh then Linux Playground. It will again show you nothing because there is nothing in this Linux Playground. Now we want to go to Linux Playground. So cd change directory Linux Playground. Now we are standing in Linux Playground. if you want to check pwd, you can see that this is the directory home, swastik, desktop, and we just created Linux playground. Now we want to have some output that will tell us that this directory was created successfully. Suppose you are creating mkdir and then test1 folder here. You never know that this directory is created or not, but if you check with ls-l, then you can obviously see that this test1 file is created in this time, and also this is owned by this user, and this is the permission. We will come to this permission later, but let us check that also we can also configure it something like mkdir. First check the manual of mkdir. It will tell us what this mkdir do. This actually make directories, as we know, and we have some parameters which we can pass. There is -m that actually set file modifications or change modification. We are not going to cover this -m in today's lecture because you need to have understanding about the permissions and ownership before this changing read, write, and execute command. So let us skip this -m and let's discuss about this -p and -v. So this v or dash dash verbose actually print a message for each created directory. So let's check it about -v. So before we were creating mkdir test2, it will just create one directory. Here you can check that test1 and test2 is created, but you didn't got any output. So how to take an output that it was successfully executed? By make mkdir -v and then test3. So you see that created directory test3, you got the output and also you got the directory here. Now suppose you want to create one directory and inside it another directory like mkdir test4, inside that you want test5, inside that you want test6. Would it work? No. See that it is saying us cannot create directory in this, no such file or directory. So would you go to every directory and then create one folder? No, obviously, right? So what is the option? You can go with mkdir and then -p and then test4 inside test5 inside test6. It should create the folders here. So you see that test4 was created, and inside test4 we created test5, inside test5 we created test6. So just with one command, but obviously you need to have this -p to create directory inside directories. So let us see where we are standing currently, how much folder we created. If we want to reverse the order, see that the order was reversed. So that is how we can create one directory. We can also set the verbose command to get the output if the directory was created successfully or not. So that's all for creating the directory. Thanks for your time.